everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing good. This video is about my 4-year journey at VIT. It's not like complete 4 years because I'm still in my 7th semester. So everything I've done in all these years at VIT, apart from studies, we're not including anything academic related in this video. Other than that, how I became a program representative, how I got into student council, how I got to do events like TechnoVIT, Vibrance, how I got to do anchoring, dancing, and all of that will be covered in this video. So let's start. A little background about myself. I don't think I've ever properly introduced myself in a video. I think I have to do that before I get into college life so that you have an idea about who I was, like how I was in my school and all. So in my school, I was like a studious kid. I used to score good marks. My mom used to be a teacher in almost every school I studied. So like all the teachers also knew me and they all knew that I was like a studious kid. I have 2 other siblings, so we are 3 children. So my mom made sure that all 3 of us would go onto the stage and do something like talk, like maybe say the pledge or something like that. She made sure that we did it from a very young age. So she used to make us participate in elocutions, recitation, essay writing, whatever. So we didn't have any kind of stage fear growing up. In school also I used to do anchoring and all. Now I joined college. So I joined college in September 2022. When I joined college, I was anxious, but it was my dream to go out of Kerala and study in a college because I wanted to feel independent. I wanted to get out of my comfort zone and do something. So that is why I chose VIT Chennai. And I come here and I see the crowd and I am a little anxious inside, but then I'm not showing it because it was my idea in the first place. In first sem, for every subject, you'll have the same classmates in VIT, but after first sem, like from second sem onwards, like you'll have different classes, different classmates and all. So first sem, my classmates were really nice, so there was no problem with the classmates and all. And the subjects were also pretty decent, not the core engineering courses, so it was good only. September, I joined college and obviously I am from Kerala, so I am a Malayali. First club I knew was the Malayalam Literary Association. So I tried to join groups. I was in the groups and all. Around the end of September, a form was circulated in the Malayalam Literary Association group asking us if you want to participate in an event, the curtain raiser event, you can fill the form. When I went to college, in my hostel, I got to meet a lot of Malayali girls. Some of them were in my floor, in the same floor as mine. So I went and asked them like, there is this event happening, so can we dance together? I'm interested to dance. So can we dance together? And they were like, yeah, we can do it. And then we formed a team. For that curtain raiser event, we danced. So that was my first stage event at VIT. This was in my first sem. So first sem went like that. I never got to do any college level events or anchoring because in school I used to do all of these, like it was very common, and I come here and I don't even know how to get opportunities. Like how do I get an opportunity to anchor? I didn't know that. Then my roommate's friend, so he was into anchoring and all. He joined clubs early when he joined college and he used to post photos of him doing anchoring, MC and all in his stories and WhatsApp. So I used to see it like regularly. And then one day, I still remember, one day I messaged him asking him like, if you get an opportunity, like can you please recommend me as an MC? Really interested to do this. I have done it at school. So if you get an opportunity, please recommend me. He was like, yeah, sure, I would love to do an MC with you. He was like, okay, I will. Then I understood that joining clubs is essential if you want to do some events or if you want to do MC. So I was like, okay, now I need to join clubs. So I started filling the forms, like the registration forms for each club. And I still remember I chose like EMC, Event Management Club. I wanted to be a part of that club. And I would get selected in the first round and then they would just reject me in the second round. I gave interview twice and I was rejected twice. I also applied for Place XP and I got selected in a Place XP. I applied for a special team, Atom Robotics. There also I got selected, and then I also joined Animation Club and ECell, but I was not very active in these 2 clubs. And then I joined Enactus. Okay, Enactus is a club that I would remember forever because the community was so nice. The seniors, juniors, the members, everyone was so welcoming. I still have so many friends in that club, and the vibe, the energy, everything was so good. I joined all these clubs, but still I'm not getting an opportunity to do an event. So I'm like so frustrated. And now it's 2023, again the curtain racer event. Every year they conduct a curtain racer event. So the second time also I danced, but it was with a different group of people. Only extracurricular I'm doing is dancing. Then came the Onam event called Sargam. It is also a part of Malayalam Literary Association. Before this main event, they conducted a sports event. During that time, one of the senior, he was my schoolmate. When he was the head boy of the school, I was the assistant head girl. So we knew from school time, and I knew that that senior is in VIT itself, and I met him there, and he knew that I do anchoring. And also what happened is that during the sports event, he was one of the coordinators. So he just came to me and he gave me the mic. I don't know, I still remember that was the first time I held a mic in my hand in VIT. And that moment I can never forget, and that senior who gave me that mic, I can never forget him. That is where it all started. I was like so happy. He just gave me the mic and he's like, you do the anchoring. He was so confident in me because he knew me from school itself. It went good. You know, that feeling of satisfaction, that feeling of happiness you feel when you got to do something you've always dreamed about. So that was how I felt that night. Whenever I think about that opportunity, I feel so grateful. And then the Onam event came. I danced in that event also. But still, after that MC thing also, I'm not getting further opportunities. And came the Diwali vacation in October or November. I don't clearly remember. And I go home. 2 days before coming back to college, I was with my mom. I was laying beside her, just crying. Like, Mom, I'm not getting to do anything in college. Like, I just go there. Nobody knows me. It's not like I wanted to be famous in college or anything, but I was like, I did all these things. Like, for years in school, I was like a very active kid. Like, I would participate in every competitions. We would just go on stage every time we can. But in college, I'm not even getting an opportunity. I'm trying but not even getting an opportunity. My mom never says like, no, it's okay, it's fine. It's a different, place. It's outside Kerala. It's outside your comfort zone. She doesn't say like that. My mom was like, yeah, you only chose it. You only wanted to go out of Kerala and do something on your own. You wanted to be, independent and all. If you want to survive, you should come up with something. Or if you want to survive, you should do something on your own. Because that is what you wanted in the first place. So she tells me this. I felt inside like, okay, I should do something. It's time to try out something. It's time to, give my 100%. So I come back to college. And then I see a mail to apply for the program representative role. And then I didn't even know what a program representative is. I didn't know anything. But in that mail, they asked me for my CGPA, for my, extracurriculars. You had to make a PDF, including everything that you have done in college, except the academics, certificates, like the photos and everything. And I made a complete PDF and I submitted that form. By this time, I've joined all the clubs like Place XP, Atom Robotics, and Enactus. I did one anchoring, that's it. And dancing I do in the Malayalam Literary Association club events. So this was my graph. And in Jan 2024, a mail comes. I was in a class and my friend comes to me and he said congratulations. And I'm like, why? Why are you saying congratulations to me? And then he asked me like, didn't you see the mail? Didn't you check the mail? And then I sat there, I opened the mail, and I see like there was a list of program representatives, and in that for the 2022 batch students of CSE core, 2 names were there. One was mine and other was a boy. So we were the 2 PRs for 2022 batch CSE core engineering students. My name came in a mail. So it's like a great achievement. If you are a VIT student, you know how much importance that has. I didn't even know what the role is about. So I see the list and I see a senior's name who is with me in Atom Robotics. So I message him and I ask him like, what does a PR do? What does this program representative role? And then he explains me that you have to act as a bridge between HOD and students. It's like a little similar to, you know, head boy, head girl, but it's not for the school, it's for a department. So he explains me this, and then you have to take part in QCMs and all. So he gave me an idea about what the role is about. And I'm like, okay. I was like okay with anything. I was like so happy that day. I became a program representative. And then afterwards, we were added to a group, and then in that group a message came like, if you want to be a part of student council, then you have to submit SOP and you have to give an interview. I made an SOP with like, I wrote everything, every single achievement and everything, and I made a perfect SOP. And then I attended the interview as well, and I got selected to be the student council member. During that time, when we became the student council member, you could only become a student council member if you were a program representative. But after that, in the next tenure, the rules were changed that if you have taken part in university level events, or if you are a IQAC member or something, and if you are a PR, you can apply for the student council. But during that time, it was just PRs could become student council members. So I became a student council member. If you become a student council member in VIT, you'll get a badge and a blazer. Those two are my most prized possessions till now. I can't even explain how proud I felt every time I wore that blazer and the badge. Usually the Independence Day and Republic Day event is conducted by EMC, that is the Event Managers Club, and I was rejected by them twice. And that day they organized the Republic Day event, and I was standing there as a student council member. I was wearing the blazer, the badge, and I was taking the pledge. It felt like, you know, karma is real. That moment I felt like if I quit after being rejected from this club twice, I thought that okay, I should not apply in any clubs anymore, I should not take part in any of the events, then I wouldn't have reached anywhere in life. I get messages from most of you saying that I applied for this club and I got rejected. I don't know what should I do now. Don't feel sad if you are rejected by a club. Just apply for other clubs and you will definitely get selected. Just because a club rejects you doesn't mean you are not good. On Jan 26, I officially became a student council member. Like there were only 26 student council members then, and I was one of the student council member. And when I joined the student council, I met Dr. Satyanarayanan sir. He is now the director of student welfare office. He was then the assistant director. So I met sir, and then he was very supportive. He is like a mentor to me. So I joined student council, and then I text sir, is there any possibility to get a stage for me to do MC? I guess in February or March, the Vibrance event was coming up. And by then I filled the form for MC committee in Vibrance, and I got selected. I gave the audition and got selected. And then when I talked to the MC leads, then they were like, mostly seniors would only do MC, juniors won't get a chance to do MC. So I was like, okay, fine. And then I got changed from MC committee to VIP guest care committee. In that Vibrance, I was in VIP guest care committee, and I absolutely loved being there. I didn't regret not being in the MC committee because, you know, from my childhood, I love these kind of games, you know, where you make coffee and you serve coffee, serve a food, cooking games and all. I am a fan of those games. And those 4 days in the VIP guest care committee, it was like that. Mostly the work I did was, you know, you have to take care of all the supplies for the artist. Like you have to set the caravan, and you know, the VIPs would be there, the VIP guests. You have to serve them sandwiches or coffee or anything what they ask for. Basically you have to take care of them, and even the band, those who come with the artist, you have to, you know, go and ask them if they're fine and all. So that was basically the work in VIP guest care, and it was so good. Like I made a lot of friends. If you are in VIP guest care now, you can be near the stage and all. You can be backstage. You get access to arena. You'll get that stamp on the ID card, like backstage access. So that was good. Then came the university day, and in university day I got an opportunity to do MC. That was the first big event I hosted. 2024 batch freshers induction program, I volunteered for 7 days, and then university day, capstone project, a lot of events I did, and then I got to do a lot of MCs. By then I also did MC for this Malayalam Literary Association, like for a fashion show or for curtain raiser event, for Onam event. So a lot of MCs I got to do. And then came the TechnoVIT event in October or September 2024, and I got to be one of the overall student coordinators. Got to work with faculties, with a lot of students, and those were such opportunities that gave me a lot of exposure. You see the output of an event, but what all things goes behind the scenes, you experience it only when you are a part of the committee. There were a lot of struggles, there were a lot of difficulties as well. It's not like all happy things. So TechnoVIT happened, and then I did some small events in between, and then came Vibrance 2025, and in Vibrance 2025 I got to be the MC lead, like one of the MC leads, and that was such a big blessing for me. I got to host an Arman Malik show. He was a day one artist. When I was young, I got a scholarship once, and I asked my mom, Mom, if I get this scholarship, can you buy me a radio? And she bought me a radio. And then I used to have this pen drive, and I used to download all these songs, and most of them were Arman Malik songs. And I used to listen to them every morning before I go to school. Now, when I'm getting ready, I'll listen to his songs and I'll go. And even when I got a phone, in my playlist, most of the songs are Arman Malik's. He was standing here and I was here. That moment I was so nervous. I was just, I shouldn't mess up the script. That was the only thing in my head. So I couldn't involve in that moment. I couldn't take it in. And there were no photos. I met Arman Malik. I hosted an event and I have 0 photos. That was one of the sad things about Vibrance, but it's fine, it's okay, things happen. I lived that moment, right? Even if there is no memory or there is no proof, but still I was there. I lived that moment. It's okay, things like that happen. You won't get everything you want in your life. The best thing about taking part in all these events is that you will see how people are. During Vibrance, we were called on stage, all the leads were called on stage to take a pic. Naga Chaitanya was the last day's guest, and we were asked to go on stage, and my co-lead was with me. We were sitting on the side for the group photo, and suddenly this person stands up and then goes to the center. I didn't understand then why, what happened, I didn't understand. But this person goes to the center and sits there. And at that moment, I felt like, what? Because Naga Chaitanya was sitting at the center and this person went and sat there because they wanted to sit near him, that's it. But I don't know if I am overthinking it or if I'm making a big deal out of it. But that day I understood that people who call you as your friends, but when an opportunity comes, they'll just leave you like that and they will take up that opportunity, and you shouldn't feel bad for it. I initially felt bad about that and I still feel bad about it, but then that is life, right? Maybe someday I'll also do that, I don't know. But I hope I never do such things to my friends. While working in all those events, you will understand that people who say that they are your friends, sometimes they might want something that you have or that you might go for or that you might aim for. And when they want that thing, they will forget the friendship, and that is how the world works. And in college itself, while being a student in our college, I understood how the world works, how people works, only because I got to be a part of all these events. Literally the amount of times I felt like, okay, this is something I should learn in my life. If I didn't take part in all these events, I would have learned these lessons. a lot later in my life, and it is great thing that I got to learn all these while I am still a student, while I don't have many responsibilities on my head. So I'm not saying like everyone is looking for opportunities and all. There are good friends as well. And then I think I did only 1 or 2 events. And after that, in my final year, I was like, I don't want to take part in a lot of events and all, because I already did a lot of events, and now it's time for me to step back so that my juniors can take the lead. Now I have gained all the experiences, I have learned a lot of lessons, I got what I wanted, and I'm very satisfied. And now I just took a step back, and I want others to come up, others to get the opportunities as well. So most of the events I was saying no, I can't, I don't want to and all. And then came the alumni meet event, and then my friend she asked me like, do you want to do it? And initially I said no, but then I thought about it and I was missing being on stage, so I said okay, I'll do it. And then I did that event. I got to meet Kamal Hassan sir, and yeah, that was the last event I conducted. So that is how I got all these opportunities. It didn't come to me just like that. I also had to try a lot. I had to go through a lot of failures. I thought, okay, it's VIT, it's very crowded. It's not like a school with 2,000 students. It's a college with 12,000 students, like 6 times bigger than your school. And I never thought I would get to be on stage and conduct all these events, but life gave me an opportunity. I got to meet some amazing people, amazing faculties, amazing friends, and somehow it all turned out good. It all became a blessing for me. I got to learn a lot of things. Most important thing I learned are some real good life lessons, and I'll carry them with me forever. Whoever is watching this, if you have a dream to be on stage, or if you want to conduct an event, go for it. And even if you face a failure, don't give up and just try. Sometimes things will come to you when you least expect it, right? Best of luck to all of you. I hope you all get whatever you want in your life, and best wishes for you all. Bye bye, see you soon.